Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. The bonus to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And Shalom to all the brothers doing the work of Syrian truth. Saw this article and it's interesting because the concept that I remember seeing I can't remember what the movie was off the top of my head, but there was a movie that had a similar kind of concept of like a guy using like certain kinds of face paint to basically not be detected on facial recognition systems, and it's similar to Minority Report, where Tom Cruise gets his eyes changed out with someone else, so that when he's moving around, his eyes aren't the ones being detected. So it's on the sun. It says, "Well, hide and seek, secret camouflage clothing is being created to keep people hidden from creepy facial recognition AI." Let me see what the video is saying actually.
So there's an Italian startup called Capable that have designed a line of knitted garments that protect you from the facial recognition software and AI cameras without the need to cover your face. The Manifesto collection includes hoodies, pants, t-shirts, and dresses that all feature a pattern known as an adversarial patch, which was developed by AI algorithms to confuse facial recognition software in real time and protect the wearer's privacy.
Okay, calm down, mate. Let me just refresh it so it stops. So yeah, it's I think this has been, people have tried to make this a concept for a while, because I think there was stuff released before but it didn't work out because I think the AI developed further, so it got better, so it stopped working. But it's funny, even with these, like these things look look weird as all hell. But that's a lot of stuff now with the new age. So it says, "What, the doors to the camouflage clothing market have been flung open, but not for the reason you think. Instead of trying to evade a human foe, people are buying secret camouflage clothing to hide from facial recognition technology." Yeah, and you can see there they got those funky ass clothes. But yeah, okay, I'll read a bit more. So, as the facial recognition technology has punctured the public sphere so much that for most it doesn't feel like an invasion of privacy. In airports, most people don't think twice about having their faces measured by cameras to make sure they match the person in their passport. These days, live feed CCTV cameras are fitted with live facial recognition software which detects individual human faces. Although it is often using it to predetermine watch list, the tech has been accused of being unlawful and unethical by a number of campaigners, including a report from the University of Cambridge. And yeah, over here they've basically had the push for a while, to the point where now there is like no resistance, especially because of a lot of the T error that went down at different stations and whatnot. It's like at any train station, it's acceptable. A lot of the high volume ones, you won't just have cameras, you won't just have facial recognition. You're gonna have police with guns rolling around, like the international one, King's Cross St Pancras, that goes like between France and the UK. I should say Europe and the UK in general. That one will always have like police around. A lot of the high the ones like going to airports and whatnot. A lot the high use train stations will have gun police, and it's basically just like I said, it's become normal. So it doesn't. It's and the thing is as well is likely with a lot of these things that do resist facial recognition, most people wouldn't just have, they would have developed it and not released it as a product. Because the thing with, it's like even with this, now that they've released it out into the into the public, it's you're not going to be able to update the jumper or the trousers or whatever the hell but you're going to be able to to update the algorithms. So they're basically like, now that it's become public knowledge, they'll then what's it called? Now it's become public knowledge, they'll then develop the AI. Jesus. So they'll be able to catch on to these things. But this is essentially the arms race. And that's how you're going to kind of have it. Because you're going to have people resisting and continuing to resist, against the beast system. And that's why they have the kind of, tests that were done. The big one, obviously, goes with the jump shot, where it was like, yo, you're going to lose your job if you don't get. And there were peeps who, they lost their job. They might have lost it for a minute and then ended up, cool. Ended up nice afterwards, but where it didn't even become a hassle like that. So, given as such, it's more of seeing the mindset of the people, and then those that will fold, those that will resist, those that will break after a while, and then those that are gonna try and really come against it. But yeah, what does it say? In airports, mostly, yeah, okay. Using as a predetermined watch list. So the chief of the Information Commissioner's Office, the UK's regulator for data protection, has previously raised concerns over the tech for its supercharged CCTV capabilities. One company spearheading a personal rebellion of sorts against such technology is a clothing brand called Capable. The need to protect the individual from the abuse of new AI technologies is felt more and more, and the doubt about its ethical sustainability in the long term is still many. The Italian company writes on its website, the capability of AI has grown a lot over the past few years, so fears over surveillance have escalated. Facial recognition technology uses AI to gather biometric data, which is then when physical attributes are used to confirm a person's identity. However, the biometric data of people wearing Capable technology cannot be stored. This is because the clothing confuses technology, so it cannot pick up biometric data like it usually can. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see how it's the degree to which it works. It remains to be seen. It's real easy to check. Anyone with a smartphone anyway can just check, because pretty much most newer smartphones, like in the last probably 5-6 years, at least, you'll have the squares that go around your face, like the facial detection when you're taking a picture. So if that still detects you, then it's don't mean shit. And it's funny as well, because it's like, this might only work in certain contexts, where it's full body versus where it's just your face. Because it's just your face, then the full body don't matter. But then again, if it can't detect the body's there, then it won't really have anything to do with the face. So who knows? The shit could run. The shit could work. I ain't gonna buy it to check it out to test. Jesus Christ, yeah. So the cost of the garments range from €370 to 640 a piece. Yeah, which is that's what I thought. The shit would be expensive as fuck. But yeah. What's it called? That back and forth between, essentially Esau, branching off more and more, expanding on, building towards the full implementation of his system. These things now just it's all coming out, man. It's all coming out. People are going to be resistant. It's like, this one's more gist of a fashion thing than anything. It might be more of just making a statement rather than, actual resistance. But there's, they know the market's there. They know there's people that are gonna be roused up by any kind of attempt to go against what what these elites are trying to implement. So we'll see. But yeah, just a quick one anyway. But yeah, shalom. Yeah, Shalom.